what's up? Jesus, I don't even know what to say anymore.
I don't
Uh,
even know what night it is.
I don't either. You know what? It's kind of cool just to hang out. We didn't really have anything planned, but we wanted to do something because we're starting to get that itch to come back with something new. And I know Legend's got some sweet new ideas. Cat Ren's got some sweet new figs. Carson is working as usual, and Drew Manchu baby is working as well. So for
So
the
is
time,
Mark.
Mark. I thought he was like in the kitchen or something.
Nah.
God damn, Mark.
He'll be back.
He'll
But
always be back.
for the time being, we just decided we wanted to come back to the millions
All of
and
them.
millions of people not watching right now. But we got Chris Barrett in the chat, and we also have Ricky Markstad.
Yeah.
But let me introduce my two cohorts who will be entertaining you for the next 45 minutes with myself, and that is none other than the lovely, right off the hills of a phenomenal job, if I must say, of hosting Mid May Massacre. That is none other than Cat Ren Figures.
Hi.
Guys,
dude.
what?
High point. High point. Definitely Kane Hodder and John Otrin fighting over who I liked more.
Now,
I screenshot
me and Legend get to
that.
fight over you. But guys, guess what? All you have to do is go to Google, type in the great, and boom. That's it. That's all you gotta type in.
Wait, not the
Legend.
wait. You got to put not the great, Chad. It has to be great legend.
Legend.
Yeah, the great. It could be anything.
No, you're on that. You're on a different playing field, my friend.
You might just, fans, just tap the in. That's what you're gonna see.
And I'm your co-host, the nobody, Chad. So I'm just here to hang out.
Got the goat.
I'm rocking the goat hat. I
Thanks,
am
Papa.
making my come here. I'm making my return to comics starting tomorrow. I'm gonna go purchase a bunch of new books, a bunch of old books, some grails, some what you might say might be a grail, and see what's happening. But I think let's start off with Cat Ren Figures. What did you pick up this week?
So I've been picking up a lot of stuff here lately, but I'm gonna show you some of the newer stuff I've gotten. So as far as comic books for this week, I didn't go too crazy. I did order a few things off of Midtown, but I sent the Mama Wren out to my shop in order to pick up this bad boy, because DC's they've been having some growing pains here recently, but I am really interested in what my boy's doing, and that's Damian Wayne Robin. So he's continuing with his tournament, and it seems like he's gonna have to team up with Ravager in this. So I'm pretty excited about that. Connor Hawk's a bit more of a bigger part in this issue than he was in the previous one. And I gotta tell you, the art throughout, I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, but I'm kind of okay with it. I like the fact that you can tell when they're overheating. You can tell when they're kind of like freaking the fuck out with everything going on. Oh, shout out to Crush and Lobo coming out. That actually
Yeah.
might be an interesting read.
Nice.
But yeah, I really like the use of color in these panels. Instead of just having dead space, they just threw in a bunch of like crazy colors as some of the backgrounds. And I'm liking it, especially in some of these fight sequences.
When you don't have to draw an expansive background, why draw an expansive background? That's how Kirby did it. Just pick an orange background. And some other characters throw punches,
Yep. What else you get, Cat?
So I picked up some random ass. Well, I do have a Grail.
Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna hold that off.
All right.
It's okay. Before you get too excited, it's not a Grail comic. It's a Grail figure. It's something I've been wanting in my collection
even
for
better.
I think it's like 2 years now.
Yeah.
since it came out. But before I
I
get to
think
that,
I know what it
I'm
is.
gonna show
Is
some
it?
other things.
I'm just kidding. I won't say a
I'm
word.
gonna show some other things before I get into that. First off, went to Walmart, and they've got the new Predator figures out. So these are Walmart exclusives. Yeah, it's really badass Predator figures. They were like 9 something, and then they had like some crazy, and Midnighter's knocking things over in the background. They had some crazy like coupon or whatever going on.
Who's making those? Hasbro or?
It says Lanard Toys, right there.
Nice.
Not too familiar with them, but
I just talked to somebody the other day. He was the guy that created the sound for the Predator.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
cool.
I forget who it was. Nice.
That sound, though, you know that sound, Chad, when it's coming.
Yeah.
God dang, there's no escape.
Next, I picked this up, and I know Ledge is definitely gonna like this, but it is the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, damn!
So this is the Funko reaction figure. So it's like in the same like Mego style and everything, but it's like these old school
Yeah, that is
reaction
so
figures.
freaking
So
cool.
I'm 8-inch figure. It says 14 points of articulation.
Those are the Migos styles, man. I love those. I love that stuff.
I like him.
I had a
Very
Captain
shiny.
Marvel
I like him.
Shazam when I took it out of the package though. But he's standing over there.
All right. Well,
Oh, yeah.
So where's the grill? Let's see this grill.
Okay. All right.
It's a grill cup, Chris Barrett says in the chat.
Something that I've been wanting in my collection for some time. It basically kind of sold out, and then it turned into a ghost for the longest. Like it just blink and it was gone pretty much.
It was like you were in the Phantom Zone and you was all alone.
And as soon as I found out this was a thing, pre-orders everywhere were sold out.
Ooh.
But I did get my hands on one of these babies, and that is the Pro 1/6
Shut
scale.
up!
Yes.
Wait, I'm putting you on solo for that.
1/6 scale, the Pro action figure, mint in box from Executive Replicas
Oh
and
my god.
TBL League. So she is gorgeous. I am going to be doing an unboxing and a
Are
review
you
of
going
her.
to? That's awesome.
Yes, I am, and I am going to have her post
Cat,
it
hold on
on
one second. Is
What's
that the picture up in the far right, up top right hand on the back? Is that a picture of it, or is that a sketch?
So that's actually from the comic.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Wow.
That's from the Pro comic.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually what she looks like.
I like it. I like it.
So Garth Ennis, Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti.
Yeah.
The Pro is one of my favorite Amanda Connor books of all time. Not gonna lie, everyone knows that I love Starfire. I love her run on Harley, but the Pro, yes.
Nice. That's awesome, Kat.
And it's got the baby. It's got she's got a stack of like hundreds or 20s in here.
You've always talked about that, so that's super
I love
sweet.
this so much.
She knows her figures. Jimmy Palmiotti, Amanda Connor. That's their created, owned property right there.
That is so badass.
Chad, they may even do one of those TV shows or movies on this thing eventually.
Well, they're already doing it. It's called The Boys. Maybe she might make an appearance in Hero at some part.
Okay, this was released in 2018, so 3 years, pretty much.
Nice
3
job,
years.
Kat, that's badass.
But I was very, very excited about that. And that's my first executive exclusives figure.
Well, I have what I've been dealing with for a month. So it's my it's my Grail.
Is it a 9.8? Is it a 9.8?
No,
Yeah.
he a 10. 10 mint Jim.
Jim Mint 10.
Jim
All right.
Mint.
Damn 10. Oh, look at this
Look
boy.
at them paws.
Look at this boy.
Look at those paws.
This is called cheap pops. Anytime you want like cheap pops, you got to put a puppy on the screen.
Is that dog's name Beethoven? What's his name?
His name. This is Tank.
Tank. All right, that's what it is. I just want to let Fish Tropic know. Swordfish Tropic needed to know, and Gretzky's in the house with that new logo. But dude, Tank is the man, baby. Tank,
Look how beautiful he is.
give a little paw. Tank, give me some paw. Oh, the shield. Doo-doo. 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 Tank's here live, fans, tonight on the Comic Core. The boys are back in town. Cat ran too. But we're going to be bringing it live with Tank here. Jim Minton.
Yeah.
This is my life right now has been puppy. I can proudly say that it took a week, but we went. We're housebroke. We're officially housebroke.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Cookies for everyone.
And now we just got to learn how to deal with the biting, right, buddy?
Oh, getting frisky like Tyson.
Oh, you go kisses. Oh.
All right, so and he is a 14-week-old, 62 pounds.
You basically got a toddler there, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Big old dog.
But that's all I got. I'm gonna put the great one on the big stage.
Well, fans, you know the great legend's gone to a lot of places. Some of the parts unknown. You never know, but if you do, just phone home. Fans, I got some good stuff this week, but I really haven't opened it up. You know, I haven't opened up these packages. You know, but I'll tell you this. I've been getting into that firestorm. I'm talking Ronnie Raymond, Dr. freaking Stein. I almost called him Frankenstein, but Martin Stein, he's freaking awesome. And, of course, I got Jason Rush. I read the first 6 issues of that awesome freaking run where you get introduced to Jason Rush after Ronnie dies in Identity Crisis issue 5. Man, you're only getting the rhymes here and you're only getting them live on the Comic Core. But let me tell you, I've been getting some great recommendations for reading. I've read Identity Crisis. I've read all the tie-ins, you know, the crushingcrisis.com. That's crushing with a K, crushingcrisis.com. You can go to the event section and you can read event books you'd never, you know, they'll give you a freaking layout of what issues you need to read and what tie-ins and then what order to read them in, plus issues that are after or issues that are before. Say, for instance, Identity Crisis in the Robin issue, you know, you had the talkabouts of the death of Tim Drake's father, you know, that after Captain Boomerang killed him, and of course Captain Boomerang's funeral and Flash 217 or whatever issue it was. So really great website. So I've been using that website to read through DC events. My next event, of course, will be the Countdown to Infinite Crisis, which I've already read the 80-page giant. Ted Cord, gone too soon, but he'll be back for Blue and Gold, of course, by Dan Jurgens and Ryan Sook. That's right, man. Chad taught me that because I didn't know Ryan Sook, but I know Ryan Sook, damn good artist. Great covers on those books as well. Another thing that Chad recommended, and I already finished it. I was just freaking pumped because it's an amazing story, and the story is called Last Son. It is a awesome 5-issue little series of books that starts in Action Comics issue number 844 through 846. Then they took a little break, came back in Action Comics 851, and finished the conclusion to the story in Action Comics Annual issue 11. But it was Jeff Johns, co-written by Dick Donner, Richard Donner, you know, the guy from the Goonies. Hell, that's Superman. That's the Superman guy. Superman 1, you know, was going to do number 2. You know, of course, you know, if you know all that action, you know, the Donner cut and you know all that stuff. But Jeff Johns and Donner came together to create a story in Donner's vision of what his Superman 2 would be, you know, if there was such things as CGI, futuristic stuff, and just, of course, having those characters at his fingertips. But some of the good kick-ass stuff in this issue was damn tons of stuff. You had to fight with Bizarro, but one of the main things is Last Son of Krypton is not the son of Jor-El, but it is the son of General Zod and Ursa. And man, General Zod, Ursa, and Non, you know, from the end of I don't know. They had that special where you could, at the end of Superman, or maybe it was the beginning of Superman, you saw him get imprisoned into the Phantom Zone in the movies. But what was really cool about this is Last Son of General Zod. It talks about their kid escaping. They have a kid in the Phantom Zone. The kid escapes the Phantom Zone. Anyway, this kid shows up on Earth. It's Zod's kid, and General Zod comes and just whips a little ass, and then the Superman has to put him back in his place along with the help of Lex Luthor. But Chad, I want to ask you, because this was such a kick-ass storyline. Freaking, oh yeah, man. Who is it? Yeah, Jeff Johns, Richard Donner, and who's this? Adam Kubert, man, on that artwork on the interiors, where like the interiors look like they could all be, every panel in the interiors, every blah, blah, looked like they could be cover art, man. It was so good.
That when we were talking about that the other night,
Mm-hmm.
and Carson, Carson and I talked about that book a bunch, man. That was such. What number was it? Action Comics.
It was Action Comics 844 was the first one, and it went to 845, 846. It skipped. 847 was a pretty good issue. I don't remember who wrote the issue, but it was an issue that talked a little bit about how, basically Superman and Zod put Superman in the Phantom Zone. So when Superman was missing, Zod practically was taking over the place, kind of like Superman 2, aka Planet Houston, and all that great stuff. Terrence Stamp, he did like educating people, but he educated these other Kryptonians in the Phantom Zone to take over, and it was just a kick-ass storyline. Chad, I thank you so much for recommending this storyline to me, man. This was damn good, and it was one of your favorites. And the great thing about the Comic Core on Friday nights, we actually read comic books around here. So, we're going to let you know some kick-ass stories, and we're going to show you some damn good books. And that's about it for right now, until we get to some of our segments, if you will.
Well, if you want to start it.
Can I start the segment?
Yes, you can.
All right.
My friend.
I've got this segment here. I'm bringing it live on the Comic Core, exclusively to the Comic Core. God damn, don't make me start talking like a damn sponge under the sea. God damn, I'm the LEG to the ND. Because I'm bringing it hard, I'm bringing it live. This is Hard 95 on the Comic Core. But here we go. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, I remember it. Whose Grail is it anyways? Whose Grail is it anyway? We're going to be showing you some grails. It could be me showing a grail, Chad showing a grail, Catrin showing a grail, but we're going to be showing grails, and then we're going to have a little discussion about what makes that a grail. Do I think it's a grail? Does it have a potential to be the next Static Shock or whatever the book of the week is? Check your little gimmick apps for all those answers, but you ain't getting them here because the Comic Core, man, we changing the questions. We ain't like all the other. I ain't gonna hate on the stock market people. But so whose grail is it anyway? And the first book I wanted to discuss with y'all tonight, I've got it. I read it. There it is. Fantastic Four, number 48, The Coming of Galactus. Right there. The Coming of Galactus. That's the grail. And me starting out, you got Stan Lee, you got Jack Kirby. This is the Coming of Galactus trilogy. I don't know why the hell I'm looking off there when my camera's here. Sorry about that, fans. Sometimes I'm filmed by so many cameras because I'm that damn good. I got a shit ton of cameras on me, so sometimes it's hard to track which one I need to look at. But we are live. Thank you for subscribing here at the Comic Core. Coming of Galactus 48. 49, and of course the culmination where issue 50 got it right over there. Johnny goes to college, because all y'all damn young comic book collectors need to also put some money towards the textbooks to acquire the knowledge so your ass can graduate out of college. But anyway, so if you can't see that right there, let me show it to you real quick. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, this trilogy, this story arc, most people say, I agree with them, this is their greatest work together, is this 3 issues right here. As far, of course, Fed has 4, world's greatest comic magazine, but this story arc was one of the best. And of course, you know the great legend. What? Oh, okay, it's not a 9.8, but anyway, it's a 9.4. You know, bought for four figures in 2013. You know, and five figures today. You know, me and Carson, we get so frustrated because, you know, this book really wasn't that bad years ago. I don't know. Things go up, things go down, but with Silver Age, you never can frown because for the most part, your Silver Age Marvel is always going to go up in price a little bit. Chad, what do you think about the Fantastic Four 48 as a Grail? Do you think, okay, real quick, I don't think it's not a Grail book to me. It's just a book in the collection. It's a good book, but it's just a book in the collection. Chad, do you think this Silver Surfer's first appearance and Galactus's or cameos, is it a Grail to you? What do you think?
So I'll be honest, I'm not the I read the Fantastic Four, but I'm not like the biggest Fantastic Four like you.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I think honestly it's going to be a grail to a lot of people because as soon as the movie gets made, it's going to have a lot of hype behind it.
Mm-hmm.
If they do anything, they're going to 100%. I mean, with the Eternals and everything, in the movies coming out, they have to go bigger and they have to go. They have to have a bad guy that's going to compete on um, that same scale as Thanos and Endgame and the Avengers. So my opinion is the next one is going to lead into that because right now they're already setting up for a lot of the Young Avengers movies. With the Young Avengers, you're going to get Krang, and then ultimately it's going to be in the cosmic universe, and with the Eternals, you're going to see a lot more cosmic aspect and element, but you still want to keep Earth central. So I think Galactus is going to be a huge part of the next upcoming phases in the Disney slash MCU. So, do I think it's going to be a Grail? 100%. Is it my Grail? I'd love to have the book. I would absolutely love to have the book. Unfortunately, I don't, so it's not something that I'm going to go actively looking for. If I find one like Carson does, awesome. If not, yeah, I think it's a great book. I'm happy for Legend because he is a monster Fantastic Four fan. I think that's who the books need to go with. The actual people that I appreciate.
That's right. I do too. I'm a big fan. I love the series, and it's great. You know that Silver Surfer. You know he is freaking awesome. Even in this issue, you get some Silver Surfer and some Johnny. You get a little action, baby, in the skies above the Baxter Building. There ain't nothing but love in the Baxter Building with Reed and Sue, Ben and Johnny, and my main robot Herbie. But hey, Cat Ren, on what do you think about Fantastic Four 48? The book itself. Would you consider it a Grail?
So, me personally, I'm not the biggest Fantastic Four fan the way you are. When I think Fantastic Four, the character I'm the most excited about is Doom.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm a Doom mark personally, but I can only see this book going up, especially with a lot of the things that are coming out. I think that Marvel, the only way they can really move ahead is if they bring the first family into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's been discussed, and I know it's something that's been toyed around with multiple times throughout the movies and everything, but I'm excited for the future of the Fantastic Four and for all of their rogues gallery and just the characters as a whole. The attachment to Silver Surfer, I think it's really cool. Galacticus isn't necessarily my favorite out of the big bads, but I love his heralds and I love a lot of the stories that come out of that. I know he had Dazzler as one of his heralds at one point in time.
Dazzler,
which,
yeah.
Dazzler's my girl. But yeah, I'm super excited for Legend to have it, and I hope that book goes, over the moon, 100%. Is it a Grail for me? No, I don't necessarily have the same attachments to the characters that he does, but I mean, it's a beautiful book. It presents very well, and I know that Ledge needed it for his collection because it's the four. It's his fam. It is the fam of Marvel, and
I need that Dyna. I'm trying to get that secret Dynaflex method, but my
Dynaflex.
belly got a lot of damn Dr. Pepper in it, so I ain't
That's
Dynaflexing.
awesome.
I ain't Dynaflexing a damn thing.
Just put it on the wall and just turn it around to the Dynaflex method. Dude, we could have an entire show just talking about the weird ads on the back of comic books.
Oh man. So
pretty much, that's a beautiful book though. It presents very well. It's a gorgeous book.
It's one of those ones where I don't really I do remember the grade of this. A lot of the grades I have, I don't remember what the grades are. I couldn't tell you, even on like I can't even think of any shit I even got in there. I can't remember, but I'm not really good with the grades, but I know I've got the book. I know I've got a copy that suits me, and it's an important grail to me, an important grail for me to have or whatnot. And this series, this little segment, whose grail is it anyways? You never know who's going to be bringing the next grail to the show. So if you really want to know, make sure you sub to the Comico. Chad, back to you, my friend. Got people in the chat, Chad. What are they doing in there?
So we've got Fish Tropic saying hello to us. Chris Barrett saying the coming of Galactus. I guess he is going to try to beat Earth. Chris Barrett says, Will Pumpkinhead, the 9.4 might as well be a 9.8 since it's got the white hot heat. The heat that's so hot that you have to look away and stand back to not get burned. There you go.
That's a good promo, little Barrett.
Mr. Gretzky 9966 is in the chat saying hello to everybody. And yeah, dude, I think I think you're right, Cat and Legend. Like, we never know what's going to be something, and who are we to judge, right?
Yeah, you really do never know. And the thing about it is I'm a fan. I don't buy books to get rich off books. I just buy the characters I like, and if those characters, for some whatever reason, get picked up into the movies and all that stuff, hell, that's great. That gives me another outlet of myself to escape in their world on TV, film, whatever medium they're going to use. Hell, action figures too. I mean, coming out with these action figures of my favorite characters, yeah, I'll buy some of those and maybe set them. Well, sometimes I'm like Seawood. I like to keep them in the box, but sometimes I'm like Chad and Cat, and I like to display them. And sometimes Drew goes crazy. He opens them all. I wish he was here. I wish Drew and Carson were here tonight, but I think Drew said he had a hot date, and I told him, don't forget his phone number.
Well, there was another book that came out this week that I plan on picking up my books. Do you mind if I share?
Yeah.
Share, my friend.
Share away.
Let me go ahead and share my screen.
Remember, you're with the saw.
I'm excited to see some of the new stuff coming out.
Yeah, this one is it's by Dynamite. So
I think you told me about this, but I won't say anything.
Yeah, so we've got
you mother clucker.
Invincible Red.
Look at that cover, Cat. Looks familiar,
I
doesn't it?
ordered those.
It's a Connor.
I mean, it looks kind of like that Pro a little bit.
Dude.
Classic Connor.
Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti on a Red Sonja book. Connor. Yes, dude. I have the first and second issue already ordered.
Dude, these bad boys, there's like the variants go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. They all go all down the line, fans. So make sure you get this. This is Connor Interiors, right? Oh my God, I see what website you're on.
Is it Connor Interiors?
Oh yeah, it's Connor.
Is it Connor Interiors though? No, I don't think it's hers.
Well, let me tell you, Moritat on the All-Star Western, phenomenal. And I let's see the art again, because Moritat, he's my boy on All-Star Western. That's beautiful art. Moratat's got that stylized cartoon-looking style, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying
Look at those blood red eyes.
this
That's
art,
cool.
the art here is awesome. Now, whose art is this? This might be this? I don't know. Yeah, this is Moratat too. Yeah, I'm not. That's about all I'm familiar with the art of him. He had his All-Star Western was amazing, but that also kind of looks like Brian Hurt's Six Gun style artwork. Some could say, well, not I wouldn't say it as stylized as Rob Guillory's Chew. You know, Guillory's got his own style, but that's what makes art so great. Each artist has their own mind to think.
Those, I can tell you.
Whoa! Look at them mermaids.
They got some big butts.
Big fish butts.
Well, I mean, it's a red song. They gotta be curvy.
Yeah, and then just so I can share it with everybody, my friend, actually, he will be on Simple
Hi.
Man
Are
this
you
coming
comfy?
week. He actually has a book that is dropping on Tuesday or next week from SourcePoint Press. Ryland Grant and
Yep.
Diaz and Trayon and HDE, Suicide Jockeys. So, listen, if you haven't read a Ryland Grant story, you don't know what you're missing. Ryland is a very accomplished screenwriter as well as a Ringo Award-winning comic book writer. So please go show some support. He's got a great book right now that he has on Kickstarter called The Jump. I'm actually on the next cover as Bobo Fett. So if you guys get an opportunity, go check out and support Ryland.
Yeah.
He would greatly appreciate it.
Ryland Grant, David Avalone. You'll see him here on the Comic Core fans on Writer's Block. And Writer's Block, you have to see when that releases because it's a hot show and you get stuff that you're not going to see unless you're watching the Co. And I'm talking, they'll let you in on some of the insides. I don't know. I'm looking at my other camera again. Sorry. Some of the inside scenes of what the industry brings and what the industry means to them, how they're getting over their books they're putting out, and they're also interviewing other independent writers and artists. It's just a wonderful show. And Ryland Grant, like Chad said, The Jump, phenomenal storyline. If you've ever felt sleep paralysis, or maybe you've taken a little trip down to the astral plane, you don't want to miss The Jump because it'll make your brain go insane. Ryland Grant, David Avalone fans, only on the Comic Core Writer's Block, right, Chad?
Yeah, you know what? Their latest episode was they had a segment on Mid-May Massacre, and it was, I think, writing horror comics, and every single one of those people were film writers. They all
Wow.
screenwriters, and they all. So it's actually absolutely hilarious. George Romero is on that panel, and Rodney Barnes. Rodney Barnes, guys, if you haven't read it, I don't know who's watching. Hopefully, you guys are listening. Four of you, but if you guys get an opportunity to read Philadelphia, phenomenal story. Phenomenal story. He also has a new series about the Lakers during the 70s coming to HBO Max.
Dude, that's freaking awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Cat Wren, you were saying something about one of your segments.
Oh yeah. So I have a new segment here on the Friday show. So for
How
this,
do we put her on the big screen? Put her on the big screen. Or put her on, where we're on the sides. Yeah, we're on the sides. We're the boxes. You're the big screen.
For this, we all know that I like the good, the bad, the ugly when it comes to movies, TV series, all that, the stuff that I watch. And, with all the nonsense that's happened in the last year plus, we haven't necessarily gone to movie theaters. Movie theaters have been shut down, and things have come to home video release. So for this segment, I want to talk about what we're streaming and some of our picks for what's currently coming out on different various platforms, as well as what our favorite pre-orders and everything are. So I just want to talk about some of the bigger streaming platforms that I have. So Shudder, Netflix, HBO Max, and I also have Hulu and Prime, and then I've got some of my top pre-orders that I got to talk about. So for Shudder, of course, they just dropped the brand new Psycho Gorman. I know they talked about it
I
a
want to
bit.
see that. I so badly want to see it.
Psycho Gorman.
It's pretty good.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did watch it. It's available on Shudder right now. If you're a fan of the style that they did for the 90s Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, for the villains and all the craziness that goes on there, you're going to really enjoy a lot of the character designs for this film. The kids are weird as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Horror movie kids.
The little girl in this movie, I think she was scarier than anyone else. To be honest, there's this tiny little girl, Mimi, and she's terrifying. I thought she was adorable, but terrifying at the same time. I'm not going to spoil anything about the movie. Watch it. Also, an old pick that's on there. They just reposted American Mary. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It stars Catherine Isabel, and it's written and directed by the Associa twins, aka the Twisted Twins, if you know horror at all. But basically, it's a med student who, through all these horrible things that happen, she ends up becoming the surgeon to the underworld, which turns into a lot of kind of body dysmorphia, and it talks about all these extreme transformation type stuff. And there's a lot of crime and a lot of really scary surgical stuff in there, and there's a whole revenge plot going on. But I love that movie, and I think it's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Watch it if you haven't already. It's 10 years old now. It's glorious though. Netflix, of course, they just released Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous season 3. Season 3. My kids are still stuck on the island, unfortunately. But we also, I'm not going to spoil it, but we had a huge dinosaur revealed in this season, which ties on into the second Jurassic World movie. There's a lot of moments in this season that tie into the beginning of the second Jurassic World movie, if you want to know what timeline they're in right now. So they're right before the beginning, and we got a new dinosaur this season. We didn't get the Spinosaurus anywhere, which I was really annoyed by.
When is this taking place? Between Lost World and...
So this is okay. So the kids are in a trial camp, and they survive the whole attack when the Indominus Rex escapes, right?
Okay, yeah.
And this has been several months to a year out and everything, and we're seeing the various companies that are trying to steal the DNA of the Indominus Rex or other dinosaurs and everything. And the kids are kind of screwed, and they're kind of stuck there. But there's a lot of misadventures going on there. I would highly suggest you watch this film if you are a Jurassic Park fan, or just an animation fan, or dinosaurs. And this is Toro from the Camp Cretaceous thing. I had to buy a Toro because Toro's a pretty big character in it. He's one of the big bads in it. Also on Netflix, they just posted Love, Death, and Robots Volume 2. I'm not gonna spoil any of it for you, but Michael B. Jordan does have his own episode on it.
Yeah, it was
He does star in his own episode, and it was really, really good.
Yep.
Also, my favorite episode on it involves a vacuum cleaner. Just saying. Highly suggest you watch it. Love, Death, and Robots.
And not
Volume
the
1
kind
was
that used
fantastic.
to be Drew's girlfriend.
No, not that kind.
Not the vacuum cleaner from Brave Little Toaster.
Nope. No, that poor vacuum cleaner. So continuing on, HBO Max, just some of the older stuff on there that they've just put on, but Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge. If you watched Mortal Kombat and really enjoyed it, and you're looking for something else to scratch that Mortal Kombat itch, I would highly suggest Scorpion's Revenge. I think it's a better Mortal Kombat movie to the live action than we just got. Even though that was a fantastic film, it had issues where I think the animated just is perfection, honestly.
When are we going to play part 11 on the Xbox against each other? Online fatality.
I'd like to.
We shall see.
I'm
shall
going to
see.
finish. I'm almost done beating part 10, and then I'm going to get part 11.
Real quick. So last on that is Final Space. Very underrated sci-fi animation. One of Mark's favorite shows. And get Mooncake. Mooncake the Alien. Also on Hulu, I've been watching Sasquatch and Marvel's MODOK. And I'm just saying, Iron Man is fighting MODOK and also streaming the Great British Bake Off at the same time in his helmet while he's fighting. So, I mean, if that's not a reason to watch the show, I don't know what else is.
Chad, have you seen this MODOK yet?
No,
It's pretty funny.
I was actually I talked to John Santos the other day, and he said that he likes it. So
Nice,
It's fun.
man. Nice. Shout out to John Santos, wordballoon.com.
I do want to watch it though.
I would highly suggest
I
it.
do too.
And they
I
dropped
heard
the
it's
entire
like,
season.
is it kind of like funny comedy, like Robot Chicken style comedy?
So it's a lot like the same. I mean, kind of a little bit like Robot Chicken. It's a lot like, you know how they kind of like spunked up Harley Quinn for the HBO series. They kind of did that with MODOK, and it's got a lot of like the same like crazy adult humor thrown in, but there's a lot of like real life situations thrown in there, like the Great British Bake Off and stuff like that. So I thought that was awesome. So for Amazon Prime, I'm sorry. I thought for sure I was going to be disappointing people, but it's a shark movie. Amazon Prime has Ouija Shark available for streaming. Ouija Shark, watch it. It's Exorcist meets a freaking shark.
So you're talking about like
a Ouija board.
A Ouija board.
Shark.
Damn, Chad.
Awesome.
Shit, me and Chad know you don't mess with no Ouija board. That's some 6-6.
Sure.
You say you want someone to go do the Ouija board. You call Jason Cantu. Me and Chad, we ain't down with the 6s.
So
And Cantu, we ain't down with the 69 either. He a player, keeping the pants player. Oh man.
So on Blu-ray, I just watched Willy's Wonderland, which it stars Nicolas Cage, and it was originally supposed to be like a Five Nights at Freddy's type horror film.
Damn.
But they couldn't actually get the rights to Five Nights at Freddy's, so they created their own story with animatronics and everything. And if you've ever wanted to see Nicolas Cage just beat the shit out of a bunch of animatronics, and there's like a bunch of crazy gore, and he just wails on these like things. And it's kind of the greatest thing ever that you never knew that you needed in your life. And he doesn't say a single word the entire movie. It's the greatest thing ever.
Oh.
Like if you saw his film Mandy, or a lot of the kind of indie horror films that he's been doing the last few years, and you were a fan of any of those, which are available on Shudder, just, plugged Shudder again. But I would highly suggest you watch Willy's Wonderland. And last but certainly not least, my top pre-order right now
is
Benny Loves You. That's the name of it. So Benny Loves You is an indie horror movie where a 35-year-old man has a bit of a crisis. His parents have passed on, and he's decided he needs to get rid of certain childish things out of his life. And that includes the stuffed animal that his mother made for him when he was a child, and kind of like struggling through everything. And one of the things that she said to him when she gave it to him was, "This is Benny, and Benny will always protect you." So I don't know exactly what's going to happen with it and everything, but kind of in the trailer, it shows, I'm not sure if he gets shocked by lightning or if there's some kind of like voodoo or something going on, but Benny in the trash can comes alive. And he decides that he needs to protect his boy. Mm-hmm. So the entire movie is just Benny killing anyone who gets in this man's way, or could be any kind of threat to this man, just savagely, brutally slaughtering people. And this guy is just like begging people to believe him because this stuffed animal is killing people. But, you know, and it's this ridiculous looking stuffed animal, which is like the greatest thing ever. And I'm so excited about it. And it's coming out in a few weeks. So, you know, very, very excited about it.
Freaking Benny. You know, look at that beautiful face down there.
Oh, that is a beautiful face. Look at that.
I love Tank. That's the Tank right there.
Oh, say hi.
These are the shield dogs right here.
He doesn't even want to pop his head up. You just want to curl up and go sleepy. It's okay.
A minute ago.
Sleep.
That's why he crawled up on me, because he wants to go to sleep.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
I saw him, man. When he came up to that table, his jaws went raw right on that table. He tried to take a bite out of that table. You know, one of his ancestors, his great, I think it goes back to the Reagan era. He had an ancestor known as McGruff. Take a bite out of crime, right? Remember that? Take a bite out of crime? Their faces kind of look the same. So if we can superimpose Tank's face over like McGruff standing next to Ronald Reagan, that'd be kind of cool right there. That would be some Reaganomics Tank style. You know?
All the Tank. Look at that smoosh face.
Even though I voted for Mondale, motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm just saying. I had Walter Mondale's picture in the pool table room back at 330 Northwood.
I think Loki starts next month, right? Or in June.
Loki? Do you know, Kat?
Loki starts soon.
Yeah. Bad Batch has been really, really good. I watched Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And really, really cool. What's even cooler is that Legend's friend Christian Gossett is making the prequel animated series over on Netflix. So that's pretty cool. And then my big news. I like his cat. You ready?
Yeah.
I don't even know if you know who this is.
All right.
Silver returning.
Yeah, the ponytail guy, right?
Cobra Kai. Yes.
Last season, fans, that last episode, you know, that other guy that was in that prison, you know, where they had the pit fight, and then there was the Cobras there. That guy was Terry Silver, and of course, he always had that picture of him, didn't he? Remember that picture?
Yeah.
So Terry Silver is coming back. You know what else is coming back, Chad? Since we do have 6 people in the chat, thank y'all so much for taking time to spend your night with us. 9.4, Fantastic Four. You know, whose Grail is it anyways? You know, whose Grail is it anyway?
K Titus just joined the chat.
K Titus, I know you're a fan. Would this be your Grail right here? K Titus, konnichiwa, from Texas all the way back to Japan. I hope you're doing good over there in the land.
And maybe drinking some wine.
Or some sake.
Chris Barrett's got a show. So Mighty Ducks Changers season 1 ended this week, and it was a dang good show.
Coach Bombay still rocking.
I watched a couple of the first few episodes. It was really good. They've got Lauren Graham from Gilmore Girls on it. They do have the original coach back, and they also have one of the boys from Letterkenny playing the new coach of the Ducks in that show. and they kind of like spun things around where the Ducks may not be the heroes of the show. So I still need to finish it, but it was good, the parts I saw.
You gotta love great hockey stuff. Me and Chad, one of our favorite movies, of course, being Slapshot. And the Hanson brothers, man, they just love putting on the foil, don't they, Chad?
Well, hey, Legend, I think you just brought us out to a perfect time. Why don't you send us out with strapping up that foil and ordering that pizza?
Man, that's what it's all about here, fans on the Comic Core. Every Friday night, the Comic Core Roundtable. We're back in action, and we got a plan, so stick around. You may find out what it is, but you'll have to tune in. Hey, well, hey, that's what it's all about. That's the future. Hey, real quick, before we go, man, I want y'all to go take a look at our good friend, Bill Cox. If you like original art, you got a lot of comic book community, comic book community. A lot of folks go down the modern, they go down the variants, they go down the moderns, they go down to the copper, the silver, the gold, and then they discover the original art, man. And when they do, you might want to check out Bill Cox over there at his little outfit. And we did the drink and draw. Me and Chad did the drink and draw for him. All the celebs were there, like he just said. Christian Gossett, my main man, Dan Brereton. We had that damn Daniel Fowler or Tommy Fowler. I don't know. I always fuck his name up. Fuck you, pal. You fucking Canadian. But anyway, we love Japan around here, though, with Saki Man down there, K Titus. We got Fish Tropic. Fish Tropic, we love to drop it like the mic is hot. In oh man, I just got some good shit. But anyway, we hung out with Walt Simonson. I mean, Mike McCone, Teen Titans, man, back in the day. He did the artwork when the Teen Titans were fighting the Dr. Light, full-powered Dr. Light, where it basically took Cyborg to whip that ass to bring him down. But that's what you're getting here, fans. You're going to get a lot of good fun, and we're going to see you next time. So this is the great legend, Cameron Figures. Wait. Yeah, that's right.
News?
Look at this, fans. On the iPad, I almost forgot. I'm sorry, Kat. I had it pulled up.
Yep.
Let me do this little gimmick right here.
So,
hey.
Sunday, Is It That Bad? The show. Been on a little bit of hiatus. And restructuring and recasting a few members. So I have a new co-host.
That's right.
For Is It That Bad? So who would be a better co-host than the great one himself? Legend, would you like to introduce the film that we will be discussing this Sunday?
On Is It That Bad, we're going to be discussing this bad boy right here. It's The Pit. Dude. This movie, The Pit. So if you need some sorry for the glare. It's just got glass. All right. But The Pit here, very good stuff here. It's directed by Lou Lehman. It's 1980. It's rated R. We love those rated R movies. Kid's got a big ass nose on him. So, and you never know what you're going to get. So make sure, tune in Sunday night, same cat time, same cat channel. That's over here at the Comic Core. You only get them here, fans. You get them quick with a lick. But anyway, we got The Pit here, man. No shit. This is The Pit. And that's what we're going to be reviewing and talking about Sunday night on Is It That Bad? And fans, that's about all the time we have for you. For Cat Wren, CBR himself, Chad, and myself, the great legend, we're saying peace out and God bless.
Bye.